ANC is becoming an enemy of itself. It is actually tearing itself apart. Salute, squatters. And I want to thank all the subscribers and all the people who have recently subscribed. From the bottom of my heart, I'm very much grateful for the support and the comments and everything. And whatever we are saying there is not personal. We are just engaging. I like robust engagements. Thank you very much to all the participants. And those who have not subscribed, please click that subscription button. Hit that notification bell when I drop the content. You are the first one to view the content to know what is going on. Let's keep engaging, squatters. Recently, the development in the ANC internal squabbles. They are saying they want to configure the leadership. Politicians are so smart when it comes to using words. They thought about it. They went to Google and say, let's use configure so that we can confuse our enemy. We can see what you guys are going on. And by the way, Panyaza Lesufi came forward and say, I will be the first one to step down in Gauteng. If you guys want to configure the leadership, I will voluntarily step down. Let me tell you something. If you catch me off guard and ask me who can be a potential president of the ANC, for ANC to be able to reform or to reconstruct itself or to rebuild or to self-correct, I will say Panyaza Lesufi now. And I know why I'm saying this. Because Panyaza Lesufi recently is showing bravery, is showing his own leaders. That's not actually undermining the leadership. I'm starting to understand him from a point of view of seeing that the leadership and the ANC itself is falling apart. So he's trying to save the ANC. But people like Fikile Mbalula and Cyril Ramaphosa, they see him as an enemy. That's the funny part of it. And then I've mentioned many times that if in Gauteng they want to see flames, let them touch Panyaza Lesufi. That man has got masses, have got support, and for the fact that they have misplaced their political mathematics calculators, I don't know what to call it, they are actually failing to make calculations of politics. Take someone like Panyaza Lesufi and bring him closer, because if you're pushing him away, he is going to live with the masses. That's what I told them. The problem with the ANC is that we've got people who are power mongers, who are hungry for power. And let's be careful about this. Someone who's hungry for power, most of the time, look at those people. They are not leaders. They don't know anything. They know nothing about leadership. People who loves power, they are empty. They are empty. The ANC, if you check now, we've got Fikile Mbalula who's hoping, by the way, and this will come out sooner. He is actually hoping to deputize Cyril Ramaphosa because he can see that Paul Mashatile is fast asleep, his health issues and all of that. Yes, if I was Fikile Mbalula, I will capitalize on that. But for the survival of the ANC, for them to be able to regroup, for them to be able to regain the power that they are losing on a daily basis, is to take that man, Panyaza Lesufi, bring him closer. When Panyaza Lesufi was still running he was education MEC in Gauteng, that guy outperformed anyone that I can think of who has been an MEC for Gauteng for education. He has, even his successor now, he outperformed his future successor. There was someone who took over from Panyaza Lesufi, can't match him until to this day. I'm not praising him, but I'm just trying to be impartial so that we look at this issue. from a sober mind perspective that if the ANC touches Panyaza Lesufi, whatever that they do, I mean, there's no need. Why are you trying to reconfigure and configure or whatsoever? Don't fix something which is not broken. That is the problem with the ANC. You know, they are using their power to witch hunt people, to bully people, to tear itself apart instead of rebuilding the ANC. Panyaza Lesufi, by the way, is not an enemy of the ANC. He is trying to save the ANC that is falling apart, and then they look at him as an enemy. People like Fikile Mbalula, they are trying to block him so that when they come to the elections, he is no longer a people's babe like the EFF knows, you know. He is no longer a favorite because now Panyaza Lesufi is very influential, has got masses, and Fikile Mbalula was sitting making his own calculations that he won't survive to deputize Ramaphosa in the presence of Panyaza Lesufi. What must we do now? Okay, he must kick Panyaza Lesufi away, then so that he can at least enjoy those privileges. And by the way, even in the ANC, no one sees Fikile Mbalula as someone who can lead the ANC, because even in the position itself as an SG, he's still making horrible decisions. And I don't know why can't he advise that man, that billionaire Ramaphosa, to say, hey, we are heading towards a shaft. We are taking this party into a big hole. So what we should do now, let's grab this guy, Panyaza, and keep him closer and make sure that we play our cards closer to our chest. Because whatever they do, if they touch Panyaza, or if they make him angry, or they press those buttons, because when you are in the party or in an organization, you can feel that, oh, yeah, I'm a target. That's number one. And whatever they are doing, you can see that they don't want to approach it directly, because that's where they're going to hurt themselves big time. But they're saying, no, we'll try to configure and they want to change the leadership. And the target there is Panyaza Lesufi. You'll tell me, he knows very well that, I'm a target, I'm not a favorite because I'm against GNU. And GNU, by the way, it's nonsense. There's no such. So Panyaza Lesufi has realized that, no, this thing is not saving us. Who is it saving? Who is it saving? It's saving their interest there, the billionaires, the rich elites, and all of them. So you can see that now the ANC has actually taken a 360 turn. That now they are no longer heading towards empowering black people and all of that. No, they are heading towards empowering the rich elites, continue to make them richer and richer and richer and richer. And now for that reason, he has made a U-turn to say, I'm no longer going there. And if you want to go there, you go alone there. That's a problem. It's a big problem. I can promise you now, whatever that they are discussing behind closed doors, they must make sure they don't touch Panyaza Lesufi. Panyaza Lesufi, at this current political mood around Gauteng, he is more influential, more than Colin Malachi. Colin Malachi is an MTT, making a lot of noise, but he is not influential. Panyaza Lesufi, and by the way, honestly speaking, he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. I've been listening to his interviews, watching his interviews on podcasts. That man is very smart, and if he is actually given a chance, he can change the ANC. He can at least not literally taking it back to the 2/3 majority and all of that, but he can minimize the damage that they have. He can actually boost the elections. It's someone who's influential, someone whom people, at least they can listen to, because we know him right from his last position when he was the education MEC in Gauteng. He introduced even smart boards and all of their tablets. The students, the learners, by the way, in Gauteng, were enjoying education, and it was flowing nice. That's why he was actually pushing for the Bella Act, the Bella Bill, to be signed by the president. The president was ducking and diving and not sure, must I sign this or what? Hey, you must have a backbone, President, and sign that. Why don't you? And he was campaigning for that. And the president did sign that Bela bill. Because why? Panyaza Lesufi put him under pressure that, listen, you're going to sign that. And by the way, for the fact that he's not happy with the GNU, it means he doesn't like the DA. And Helen Zille also doesn't like Panyaza Lesufi. She wants him out because she knows that Panyaza Lesufi is influential and their mission will be impossible when Panyaza Lesufi is there. You remember Panyaza Lesufi is actually gatekeeping. So that is why Helen Zille doesn't like him, and she wants him to be pushed aside. Because, you know, politics, that's how they play the cards, that there mustn't be anyone who's influential. By the way, Helen Zille has got her own issues at the DA because currently John Steenhuisen is an ice boy. He gets to be told and do exactly what he is being told by Helen Zille. So whatever that is going on in the ANC, they need to use their common sense. They need to strategize, because if they touch Panyaza Lesufi, I promise you now, that's my view. I don't know, squatters. Maybe you'll have a different view, but for them to configure, it's like you are trying to fix something which is not broken. If it's not broken, why are you fixing it? Thank you very much, squatters, for watching my content. Let's continue engaging.